Hello, my name is Ian Garwood. I'm a lecturer in film and television studies at the University of Glasgow. I'm going to be talking about our undergraduate programme in film and television studies. So hopefully this should be of interest to you, whether you're thinking of applying for our degree programme, you've already applied, or even if you've already got an offer to study with us. So I think the key takeaway from the talk I'm going to give is that what we offer is a very full-ranging program to do with the critical study of film and television and screen media in all its different forms. So you'll do all sorts of things on our degree. You'll be writing traditional essays, but you'll also be doing lots of different forms of creative practice if that's what you want to do. But everything that we do is to do with the critical study of film and television. So I'm going to start by talking about who we are. So we're housed in the School of Culture and Creative Arts with music, theatre studies, history of art and cultural industries. In film and television studies, in our first year, we have around 130 students. We have an undergraduate population of about 400 in total across the 4 years. There's currently 17 full-time members of staff, and most of us teach at some point on the undergraduate program. And we all have a wide variety of research specialisms and expertise, and we try and kind of bring all of that into our undergraduate program. So we do think that's kind of a selling point of our program, is that the program is being taught by sort of leading researchers in their various fields. We have our own cinema, so in your first 2 years and for a lot of your courses in your third and fourth year, you'll be having your lectures in our cinema, and also any screenings attached to your courses will most likely take place in the cinema as well. So it's a really nice space to have. Okay, in terms of our curriculum, we offer a 4-year program. So in levels 1 and 2, you'll do film and television studies, but just as you would with any subject at Glasgow, you'll also be doing 2 other subjects at the same time. So at levels 1 and 2, we offer 2 courses in the first year and 2 in the second year. So in the first year, we offer a course called Screen Analysis and a course called Screen Histories. So Screen Analysis, as the name suggests, is a course where we really kind of get you to look very closely at the details of films and TV, to think about how different aspects of form, so things like editing, lighting, cinematography, performance, sound, those kind of aspects of form, how they all combine together to make meaning in different forms of film and television. The second course in first year is Screen Histories, which is a sort of foundational history course. We don't try and teach you about every single thing that's happened in the history of film and TV. That would be impossible, obviously, but rather we try and kind of pick out key moments in the development of film and television, and help you develop skills in how you interpret film and TV from a historical perspective. In the second year, we have a course called Screen Industries, which is really about how the screen industries work today, historically, but also a lot of focus on how the screen industries are working today, including the problems and the issues that those industries are confronting. And we also offer a course called Screen Experiences, which is more about how different viewers today, but also in different historical periods, have actually consumed film and TV. So what is the experience of watching film and TV actually like? How has film and TV been exhibited in different ways as well? So that this is a course where you'll look at things to do with like festival organization, for example, film festival organization, but also to look at different kinds of fandoms that come up around different TV shows or different films, and how fans of TV shows or films express their devotion to the shows that they love. In your third and fourth year, if you decide to do honours with us, you'll do a series of core courses and also options. So the core courses we offer, if you're doing a single honours degree, so that's just doing film and TV as your whole degree, in your third and fourth year, you'll do the core courses, film analysis, television analysis, and a course called Media and Cultural Policy. So film and television analysis are courses which help you develop your analytical skills in a even more advanced way than you've started doing in your first 2 years. Media and Culture Policy is a course where you learn all about how the screen industries are actually shaped by policy decisions and how kind of the industry is really being formed today. So that's a course which involves lots of visiting speakers coming in from the industry to talk about how the industry is actually working. As I already mentioned, I think a key selling point for our degree is that it's being taught by lecturers who are really experts in their fields of research, and so we bring our own research into our teaching. So that what that means is that you're getting lecturers who are really enthusiastic about what they're teaching and also really up to date and informed about the thinking within a particular area. The other thing about our curriculum is that if you're interested in studying abroad, then there is an opportunity to do that in your third year, either as one semester abroad or both semesters abroad. And our students have gone to a whole range of places all across the world. A lot of our students go to various places in North America, so the States, but also Canada, Australia, South Korea, and increasingly more kind of universities in Europe which offer English language courses in film and television studies. So, for example, Stockholm and Amsterdam. So we feel that another kind of selling point for our degree is where we are. So Glasgow is Scotland's media capital. It's the home of both BBC Scotland and STV. It's also the home of Film City, which is the biggest sort of independent production house for film in Scotland. And we have good links with all of these places. I mentioned the course Media and Culture Policy. That would be we would have representatives from BBC Scotland, and STV would commonly come in to talk to students on that course. We have a kind of a visit to BBC Scotland studios as part of that course as well. And so we have good partnerships with screen industry partners in the local area, and we have formal partnerships at the moment, at least, with the Glasgow Media Access Centre, who help us run a filmmaking dissertation called the Applied Dissertation in Community and Collaborative Practice, and also the TV Foundation, which is a consortium of TV professionals, and they come into one of our core courses in the third year, TV analysis, and they help students develop a pitch for a kind of a proposal for a new TV show, and they give students advice on how to do a professional pitch. So we're always looking to include industry partners into our curriculum in lots of different ways. In terms of career development, we think our degree does help develop a lot of skills that are going to be useful in whatever career you decide to do. So one way we try to do that is to throw a lot of different kinds of assessment at you. So you might be writing traditional kind of academic essays, but you might be doing policy reports. You'll be doing group presentations at certain points. And we also offer a number of opportunities for you to do creative practice as part of your assessments. So what that means for film and TV is that, for instance, a lot of our courses allow you to do video essays, especially in the third and fourth years. So where you're using kind of clips from films or TV shows, and you're editing them together to make an argument, to make an academic argument about those shows, but you're using the clips from the shows to do that rather than writing an essay about it. We also offer the opportunity for you to actually make original films and to operate cameras as well. In our third and fourth year, we have two courses, one called Thinking Through Creative Practices and one called Thinking Through Filmmaking, where you do have the opportunity to use cameras and do original filming to make films. But those courses, they're called Thinking Through for a reason. So even if you are doing filmmaking or other forms of creative practice, you're doing them in order to critically study film and TV. So you're using those media to help you think. And so it's crucial really that you understand that that is the ethos that underpins our course. So we are not kind of devoted to offering technical training courses. There's other places that you can go if you want to have that kind of experience, but we think we offer a really valuable experience which really helps you develop your critical skills and your creative skills. And it's that combination of factors that employers have keep telling us that's what they're looking for. And we do have lots of graduates who go on to work successfully in the screen industries, if that's what they want to do. And I suppose one thing again that's important to know about our course is that we feel that we hopefully give you a really enhanced understanding of what it means to work in the screen industries. So you may come into the degree having an idea, for instance, you want to be a kind of a director or a screenwriter, but by the end of the degree, hopefully you will have come to learn like the hundreds of different roles there are that help the screen industries be what they are today. So having visiting speakers come into our courses will helps you to understand that. The other thing in terms of career development while you're doing a degree is to take up job opportunities while you're studying. So the university has a really great careers service, which does offer opportunities for internships, as well as lots of career talks and things like that. Internships that are relevant to working in the creative industries. We also advertise opportunities as they come into the department from external partners. We're always very keen to make sure that the students know about those opportunities. Okay, it's just in terms of actual examples of the kind of careers that our students go on to do. If you are interested in working in the screen industries, students typically go on to become producers, kind of researchers for TV shows, or script editors. Those kind of behind the scene roles are generally what our graduates go on to do. Or they might be involved more in arts administration, and helping to to organise and support the creative industries, or as festival organisers, for example. Equally, we have students that don't work directly within the screen industries, that have kind of developed skills that are really useful for other careers like journalism, public relations, advertising, or they might want to go on to be teachers, or to do further study in film and TV studies. So they're the kind of some examples of the kind of careers. And I think one thing that we're trying to do is to try and equip students with skills which make them in a sort of strong candidates for jobs that don't actually exist when they start their degree. So we've had a number of students that have gone on to do jobs at the end of their degree that didn't exist when they started. So an example of that would be someone who graduated quite a while ago now, became the first sort of content manager for YouTube Europe. And when he started his degree, YouTube didn't exist. And there's quite a few examples of that where students are kind of end up in jobs which didn't exist at the time they started their degree, because the screen industries, the creative industries, is constantly changing. So the way that the screen industries looks in 4 years' time is going to be a lot different to the way it looks now. Okay, I hope that's been informative. If you do want to follow up on anything, please, I'm very happy for you to get in touch with me. That's my contact details there is ian.garwood@glasgow.ac.uk. There's also the website address for Film and Television Studies at Glasgow, which you can look at as well. So thank you very much.